What are you?
There's 3 of them. Check them out. Zoom right.
I see it.
Alrighty, young man, this is what shows on the radar. This is what I dropped you down to, and hopefully you'll slow down, take better care of your vehicle. Whose vehicle is it?
Really personal.
Probably have the audio to pick up.
Yeah, so we're not too far away. Kneel down so I can tell where the frame is.
Oh, back up.
You're in the fire.
I'll just fucking pop a squat. Okay.
We made it to Utah. I think it was like 16. It's supposed to be 15, 14. It took for fucking ever. Our race is Saturday. So we have like, today is Tuesday. We've got plenty of days. It's gonna be a long video because we're gonna do all kinds of stuff. We're gonna go fishing, hiking, running.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Tomorrow
else.
is going to be running and fishing.
Yeah, I'll probably do hiking too at some point. It's chilly, it's cold, it's gonna get 32 tonight.
Looking forward to that.
I'm not.
It's our camp guide. Our camping companion.
That's Doug. Do we have anything else important?
I don't think so. Do you feel prepared for the race?
No. I'm super anxious about it. Pretty good. We are getting ready to go on a little run. First time. He's wearing my pack so he can bring his Canon, his DSLR, for some reason.
So I can get some good pictures.
I guess. Doug is, I don't know. What you doing, Doug?
What am I doing? Putting stuff away. I think I'm gonna get some sunscreen. Ooh, sunscreen. This one we're just gonna run around the area.
We're only doing like 3 or 4 because the elevation is already winding us. Found a lake, found our lake. We're gonna go fishing here later. Try to catch some rainbow trout, I think is the most likely catch. No. Found the trail.
Size one?
Hey, Dougie.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's a keeper.
GoPro over.
Jesus. Holy shit. No.
especially. We're walking down to the start from our campground because we were smart and camped where it started.
I'm gonna go check in.
Yeah, we have to.
Everybody.
It's okay. We have to.
Comparatively.
We have to make sure we check in so they know that we're actually running, since we are not being shuttled to the start like everybody else.
Got everything. We're
Pretty sure.
strapped up for a 50 mile, but we're only doing a 50K.
I don't know. I feel comfortable for my 50K. Plenty of hydration, plenty of nutrition.
Thanks.
You did? Okay.
Alrighty guys, on a countdown of 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Have a great race today, guys. Be safe and stay hydrated.
Drink some water. Okay, so we're gonna do our race recap finally. It's been like 3 months.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while since the actual race.
It's been a minute.
So it was on no, when was it? June. June
18th? No, that's not right.
June 12th?
I don't know.
It was in June.
You're out of frame.
I got a slouch to fit in the frame.
Let's just restart this. Because we can boost it. Because
my race did not go as planned. Everything went well up until, I want to say 10 miles, 15 miles in, is when I started to like kind of feel it. I had a severe case of like dehydration, I guess. Wasn't sweating anymore. Couldn't keep food down. By the time I got to the third aid station, there was basically no more for me because they didn't want me to go back out, and the last 10 miles were the more difficult of the race. But up until then, like, it was a super awesome run. I think Paul and I kind of lost track of each other 5 or 6 miles in during that first big incline.
yeah, there's a kind of a mile or two stretch, and then there's like an area where it opens up on a road, and we met up there. And then there's a really big climb that probably took a little faster than I needed to, but I think that's where we kind of split up. Probably the first 5 miles.
Yeah.
My race went fairly well. It took a lot longer than expected, and it got a lot hotter than expected. It was supposed to be a high of 85 that day. I think you guys had said it got closer to 90, 95.
It did. It was supposed to be a high of 88.
88.
And the high was like 99. Because by the time I got to my aid station, it was high of 99 with a heat index of like 100 and something.
Oof. Yeah, a lot of people were dropping at that third aid station. My race went really well up until that last aid station. I was headed out, went up this hill, did not see a turn tag, ended up going up the wrong hill for about a mile. Came back down and found another guy who was doing the same thing. And I was like, hey, are we on the right trail? Haven't seen a tag in a while, marker.
Doug did that too, right?
I think so, yeah. Which the course was really well marked. It's just the turns usually had like 3 or 4 markers, and I didn't see one that time. I was also trying to mentally focus just on putting one foot in front of another and wasn't paying attention to the course. So I ended up coming back down about, I don't know, I probably did an extra mile and a half in that venture, and then had the 9 miles to finish. The last 9 miles were brutal because the first 6 of that are all exposed. There's no wind coverage, there's no shade, it's just all out. In the open, that was getting to be the hottest part of the day. It was right around 3 p.m. And then it was all uphill, so there was a lot of hiking in that. That was the only time I ran out of water, was in that 10 miles. I had a Camelback and a handheld, and both of those I went through probably the first 5 miles, so I went 4 or 5 without water. But other than that, it went fairly well. It was just a pace game of hiking towards the end, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for checking out the blog. We'll try to do another one of these soon.
Sooner rather than later, instead of 6 months later.
Yeah. In the meantime, go follow our social media accounts.
Instagram. Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube. We will link all these things in the bottom. We're going to try to get back on a regular schedule. It won't be
6 months.
It won't be 6 months.
We'll probably try to do a vlog on a conference coming up. If you have the chance, go check out the U.S. Trail Conference. It's in Estes Park in October. We'll be there vending.
You can link that in the bottom too.
Yeah.